Welcome to the 4th episode of the Towers Tonight Show, bringing you updates on all the happenings around campus. I'm your co-anchor, Summer Who.
And I'm your other co-anchor, Ben Brown. We hope everyone had a good start to 2023 and a restful winter break. How was your break?
It was good. I went skiing in Deer Valley.
Yeah, I was in the Dominican Republic, keeping it real.
Nice.
In this episode, we will talk with members of the Bishop's community about how a Buffalo Bills player's injury affected them, preview the all-school Lunar New Year celebrations on campus, highlight the Model United Nations team's trip to Columbia University, and give you more updates from around campus.
Remember to stay tuned till the end to see our fun segment with field reporter Dane Jorgensen. Here's a preview for our very first Questions on the Quad.
Who do you guys have winning the Super Bowl? The Los Angeles Lakers.
Green Bay Packers? I don't know. Oh, is that why you made me say Johnson?
When is it? Is it which one is it now? 50? 51?
But first, here's an update on all our sports teams.
Winter sports are in full swing. Varsity boys basketball has started the season strong with a winning record and has had recent battles against La Jolla Country Day and Santa Fe Christian. Also, varsity boys soccer has started with a dominant winning record and have recently played Foothills Christian High School and Santa Fe Christian. Look out in the bulletin for future games and come out to support your fellow classmates.
On the girls' side, varsity girls basketball has already started league play. They played Pacific Ridge on January 6th. On January 5th, varsity girls water polo had a huge win against La Jolla High School. Varsity girls soccer is currently competing as well. They recently played Escondido Charter and won 1-0. We hope you come out and support these teams. Go Knights!
Lunar New Year starts on January 22nd and the Bishop's community is already getting excited to celebrate the holiday. Senior leaders Koshi Iguchi and Grace Sun of the East Asian Student Association will explain what Lunar New Year is and what a special time means to them.
Lunar New Year is a celebration typically happening around the end of January to I think 2 weeks after that to celebrate the coming of the new year in the lunar calendar. And a lot of East Asians, maybe not Japan, celebrates Lunar New Year, and typically you see red and gold, a bunch of ornaments. There's a lot of celebrations, a lot of firecrackers and dragons and all that. For me, we usually eat dumplings and fish because they bring good luck. They're little pockets of good luck, as they're called. Usually for Chinese tradition, since I'm Chinese, we give something called red envelopes. The elders in the family give red envelopes full of money and gifts for the younger kids. And what Kaylin said, we hang up a lot of red decorations and lanterns.
There's also a culture of cleaning up, and that's not just in Lunar New Year countries. In Japan too, the day before New Year's, we try and clean up and really kind of start up a clean slate for the new year.
I think at Bishop's, it's mainly just a lot of decorations go up. You'll see campus brightening up. And in recent years, definitely students trying to share that with the community. So definitely something to keep an eye out for.
A large focus of it is really the student experience. We're going to be celebrating student art. That's going to be a large portion of it, from performance art to just students bringing what they celebrate in their homes to the larger community, and that's really the main goal.
Yeah, and the cafeteria will have, for a whole week, we're going to have East Asian themed foods. We have Chinese and Thai and Vietnamese and Korean foods. And we're hoping to share all of that sort of food-related sort of celebrations as well with the Bishop's community and the students.
Senior Kyla!
Happy Lunar New Year!
Look out for more announcements and celebrations as this event gets closer.
Get hyped for Winter Formal on January 28th. It will be held on campus and the theme is Game Night. Tickets are $45 at the Bishop's box office online. Snag a ticket before the dance because tickets will increase to $60 at the front door. Make sure to start thinking about who you will bring and what you will wear. Moving to a more serious event, on January 2nd, Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin suffered a cardiac arrest in the middle of the game. His sudden injury left many fans and student athletes alike in shock. We talked with two safeties on Bishop's varsity football team.
It was just frightening, At first, I felt like he was fine because he got up and then he just collapsed. And First I thought it was like a concussion, so I was like, dang, another concussion. But then when I saw like the people running the field like all like scared and like them all like taking a knee, kind of scared me.
Yeah, it was scary. I saw him get up and collapse like Tayshaun, and immediately I thought something was wrong. It's really unlikely. Unfortunate that happened, but I don't think it'll happen to me.
And it's really unlikely. Like I watched a study on it, and it's really unlikely. It's like he got hit in the heart at like the perfect moment.
Athletic trainer Jason Charlie Boy provided insight on his injury.
I actually I didn't see it when it happened, so I kind of caught on to it a little bit late. But first initial reaction is that's probably kind of a scary situation. So one of those things that plays back in my mind all the time as far as, you know, being ready for something like that. So it was like in my mind, I'm like, ooh, am I ready? You know, and I was kind of curious to know how they treated him. As far as like sudden cardiac arrest, you know, that's something that you're kind of always preparing for. You know, luckily that's a pretty rare event, right? It doesn't happen all that often. So, but in those situations, you're always thinking, yeah, it could happen at any time. So, yeah, so in your mind, you're kind of running through the scenario of what, at least I was, and kind of how I would have kind of treated that situation. In like the Damar case, I think the awareness of the potential for something catastrophic has really kind of woken everybody up a little bit. So it puts that stuff on the radar as far as dealing with that. And so those injuries are hard, and I think it highlights a couple different things. I think the mental health issue as far as how like his teammates are going to deal with that episode and everybody involved. I mean, it's really quite a traumatic event. So I think that puts it on the radar for people to kind of like, hey, how are we going to maybe deal with those situations and help out a little bit better?
On Thursday, January 5th, the Bills released a statement saying that Damar has shown remarkable improvement. This improvement included awakening from his coma. A day later, he was breathing on his own and FaceTime with the Buffalo Bills. The Tonight Show wishes Damar and his family a safe and quick recovery.
In other news, Bishop's Model United Nations team, MUN for short, recently traveled to a 4-day conference hosted by Columbia University in New York City. Occurring from Thursday, January 12th to Sunday, January 15th, the conference covered a variety of interesting topics in today's world, ranging from the Golden Age of Piracy Joint Crisis Committee to a committee modeling after the press corps and journalistic ethics. For a better understanding of their conference, we talked with members of the MUN team about their experiences from their week in the Big Apple.
My name is Celine Wong. I'm a sophomore at Bishop's, obviously, and I've been doing MUN since 7th grade. And at Columbia MUN, I will be participating in the Taliban Shura Committee, which is a crisis committee, as in it portrays a historical circumstance, and we're supposed to come up with plans and actively evolve with any kind of updates or surprises.
We asked Celine what she was most excited for in the conference.
I think what I'm most excited for is, of course, the opportunity to participate in a conference of this size and magnitude, because Columbia MUN is beyond like just the New York locality. We're coming all the way from San Diego, and I've heard that there are many other international teams that participate in this conference.
We asked her what her hopes are for the team.
As a team, I think we're a great team. I think at the past 2 Triton MUN, which is the UCSD MUN conferences, we've gotten the Best Large Delegation Award, so I think we do have the potential for that to happen again. So yeah, I really look forward to it.
Our very own Summer Who went on the trip as well, vlogging her own experience.
Delegates. 'Kids from all around the world met, which was super cool, and we got to take a bunch of photos. And then we got to see like the official meeting rooms where the actual like delegates from all around the world met, which was super cool, and we got to take a bunch of photos. And then we got to see like the official meeting rooms where the actual like delegates from all around the world met, which was super cool, and we got to take a bunch of photos. We had this amazing tour guide who gave us like the whole history of everything, and it was really interesting to see how like the debates, like the model UN is like so closely related to the actual like UN's affairs. Yeah. I feel like one of the best places we went to was definitely Chelsea Market, because there was just so much stuff there and like so much food, and it was just really fun to just have like an hour and just shop around before committee started.
They had this like really good boba tea that I'm like gonna miss really badly. We also went to Port Authority every morning for breakfast. The food was a pretty good highlight. Like we had good Italian on the first night at, was it Carmine's?
It was a really good bonding trip because there were people from like every single grade, and it was really nice to like just take a few days to get to know people like you might not see at school otherwise, or might not talk to at school otherwise. So I think it was just a really good like bonding experience between like UN kids.
If you'd like to learn more about the conference itself, check out staff writer David Lai's article on the Tower website.
Here are some other events happening around campus this month. The orchestra concert will occur on Friday, January 20th and Saturday, January 21st. The Actors Workshop Shorts performance is happening Thursday, January 26th and Friday, January 27th. We hope you try to make it out to an upcoming campus event and show your support.
That wraps up our major stories and campus updates. Now, per usual, we finish our episode with a fun segment.
Today, staff writer for the Tower and field reporter Junior Dane Jorgensen is going around the quad in search of answers to some of the most pressing questions. So, without further ado, it is time for
Questions on the Quad.
Who do you have winning the Super Bowl?
I have to go with the San Francisco 49ers.
Who do you guys have winning the Super Bowl?
No clue. I don't know the teams that participate. The 49ers? Is that the right sport?
Who do you guys have winning the Super Bowl?
The Los Angeles Lakers.
Green Bay Packers? I don't know. Oh, is that why you made me say Johnson?
When is it? Is it, which one is it now? 50? 51?
Justin Jefferson. I did not say, okay. Did I say Justin Jefferson?
No, that's not the team. Oh. Dan, I got you.
What's the team he's on? Tom Brady?
Dan, I got you. Ben, come on.
Is C9 in this?
Who do you guys have winning the Super Bowl?
Oh my gosh, the Philadelphia Eagles, absolutely.
I don't even know who's playing. I guess the Eagles.
That's right.
The Philadelphia Eagles and Tiger Woods. What?
What are you doing? Who do you have winning the Super Bowl?
Ooh. You know, honestly, Bills. Let's go to Damar Hamlin. Damar Hamlin. Bills.
Who do you have winning the Super Bowl? Who do you have winning the Super Bowl?
Chiefs.
Well, Bishops, that is all we have for this episode. Thanks for tuning in to our broadcast.
Keep updated for our next news broadcast by looking for our link in the bulletin, Tower newsletter, or our YouTube channel every 2 weeks. Additionally, if you ever have any news or highlights you feel we should cover, please email thetower@bishops.com. I'm Ben Brown.
And I'm Summer Who, and this is The Tonight Show. We are your two knights,
Signing off.